guys head out on their first road trip of the season, and it's going to be a long one. 11 days, 10 games, 3 different cities. They go to Baltimore, then they go to Boston, then they go to Chicago. Playing better on the road is important for the Rays this year. Last season, they had the biggest differential in winning percentage between home and road games, and they've made it a priority to improve on the road. Obviously, it's something they're going to have to prove they can do better at, especially if they want to compete in this division. 3 games in Baltimore, then they get a day off. They have 4 games in Boston with the Boston Marathon Day game, and then they've got 3 games in Chicago. It's an interesting group of cities. We went inside the clubhouse and talked to a couple of the players about what it takes to pack and prepare for this kind of trip. You guys are leaving on a long road trip starting on Monday. What are the secrets to packing for an 11-day, 10-game road trip?
Man, for me, it's pack as light as you can. Pack as light as you can, and I'm sure we got some time during the day to go spend some time shopping or something like that. But I try to pack as light as I can go. Try not to make it too complicated.
Not to get too personal here, but do you double wear?
No, I definitely I might double wear some jeans or something, but if I need to, I'll wash some clothes on the road.
So Baltimore, Boston, Chicago, what's the best eating?
Oh man, I think Boston's got some good clam chowder, but I say overall Chicago's got everyone beat.
And how about the best shopping?
Best shopping for me has got to be Chicago.
All right. What do you miss most when you're playing on the road?
Just my family, my dog, playing at home, sitting in my own bed, sleeping in my own bed, and that's pretty much all I really miss.
All right, James, well, thanks, and we'll see you out there on the road.
All right, thanks, Mark.
11 days, 10 games, 3 cities. I mean, how do you pack for a trip like that?
Well, if you're like me, you pack everything you own. I pretty much take my whole closet. Most guys can come with like 1 suitcase or whatever. I come with at least 2 and sometimes 3. I just like to have a variety. You never know what the weather's going to be, especially early. It's cold, so I got to have jackets, and I have to have shoes to match the shirt somewhere and all that stuff. And funny thing in the end is basically wear the same stuff all the time. I rotate the same, like 2 pairs of jeans, just get them dry cleaned when you get to the new city, and then they put them back in your closet the next day. And but I seem to have to take about 2 suitcases at least for a trip this long.
Very veteran move. As far as these 3 cities, I mean, you got Baltimore, Boston, Chicago. How would you rank them in terms of the food?
Food, well, when we stay in Baltimore, we stay right there in the harbor. But there's only, in my opinion, there's only one better city than Chicago. So I love Seattle. So I'd go in the reverse order as far as food. I'd go Chicago, Boston, Baltimore. But actually, this is a really good trip, especially when it's not cold. There's a lot of shopping to be done in these towns, in all 3 of these towns, and there's a lot of great places to eat.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to rank them in terms of shopping too. Probably the same way.
Yeah, probably shopping the same way. Boston and Baltimore are equally the same, but the good thing about Boston is we're right there in a mall that's a little better than the one that we are in Baltimore. But Chicago, no doubt, only New York beats Chicago shopping-wise.
Gotcha. So last question: if you're bringing 2 suitcases, you got all this shopping. I mean, not to get too personal here, but do you still have to double wear once in a while?
Yeah, I don't generally wear the stuff that I buy because I wait till I get home and get it cleaned or whatever. I got to take the tags off, and otherwise you have all the fold things. The only thing that I do have to occasionally do is buy an extra suitcase to bring home the stuff that I bought.
All right, Randy, thanks for helping us out here. St. Petersburg Times, TampaBay.com. This is Marc Topkin.